I was wondering if Marty could talk a little more about how that transformation in the president, in JFK, and the experience of the failure of the Bay of Pigs then led to the resolution of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
If there had been no Bay of Pigs, there would have been no Cuban Missile Crisis. The failure of the Bay of Pigs invasion convinced Khrushchev and Castro that the United States was going to make up for it, so to speak, but do it with American forces. Military forces. And so that was one of the motivations for Khrushchev to put these missiles in Cuba. But I want to say something else about the Bay of Pigs, and that is Kennedy made it clear, and here he was following Eisenhower, that it was when the CIA trained anti-Castro Cubans invaded Cuba, the United States was not to leave any footprints. There was not to be anything done that pointed at the United States being behind this operation. And Kennedy made that very, very clear to the CIA. But the CIA didn't believe him. And when Castro met the invaders and defeated them, everybody in the CIA and the military expected Kennedy to send in American troops. And he had said he wouldn't, and he didn't. And what's so significant about that is that it took, in my view, a lot more political courage and personal courage to say, no, I said no, and we're not going to do it. Sending in American troops in 1962 was the default that Eisenhower would have followed, that Nixon would have followed. But Kennedy was not going to do that. He had made it clear. And that is an insight, I think, into Kennedy's character. And it's an insight into the way he behaves during the Cuban Missile Crisis. And of course, I don't talk about this in the book, but when we talk about would Kennedy have gotten involved in Vietnam the way Johnson did, I think both the Bay of Pigs, his Bay of Pigs behavior and his behavior during the Cuban Missile Crisis indicate that it is very unlikely that he would have done the same thing that Johnson did.
Thanks very much, Marty.